2.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to WDWNT Live. We're, of course, still here every day until the Disney parks around the world reopen. The first one reopened just a couple of hours ago, so we're starting to get there, right? I'm Tom Crows. Joining me, Jason Diffendall's here with me this morning for the show.
Hey, howdy, hey, everybody.
I still need a haircut.
I'm right here. Yep, I need a haircut, too.
Yeah.
Oh, Albert's
The
falling
beard's
over.
getting crazy. Do you not cut the beard yourself?
It is, I know. I do, but I do it when I get a haircut, and it's like I haven't got a haircut, so who knows?
So my barbershop is open today. A similar barbershop's posting a 120-minute wait. So it's obviously going to be crazy today. We'll see if I manage to get one at some point.
Do they take
today.
reservations?
I think you just have to do online check-in. We'll see what I have Colleen calling. We'll figure it out at some point. Yeah, but I need it. This is the longest it's been for me in many years.
It's shaggy.
Yeah, that's just how it grows in. It's not great. When you cut it so short for so long, that's what happens. It's weird.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yep.
Anyway. So today, in honor of Shanghai reopening, we never got around to this. We never got around to talking about our trip to Shanghai, which we took last year, about a year ago, a little over a year ago now. And I know people kept asking. I know we did one the first time I went to Tokyo. We did one. We did Paris. But we never did Shanghai or Hong Kong. And since Shanghai reopened, I think it makes sense to do it now. Certainly not a lot has changed in that park in a year anyway. Or you're just running through photos real quick. I forgot to put my magic.
Well, it's not supposed to do that, but it is.
It's going to be real hard to talk about things as they go through at light speed.
Let me fix that.
We'll fix that. I think they're in some
That's fine.
sort of
Keep
order. I
talking.
think they're in the order they were taken. So
They are in the order they were
you're
taken.
spoiling everything. Take
See
it
if
off
that fixes
screen if it's going to just run through them all. You're going to spoil everything.
No, I
this
think
morning.
it's fixed now.
Are we going to see the pea
There we
puddle
go.
pick? The pea puddle pick is in here. You're going to see the pea puddle. So
That's what everybody wants.
I'm just having my breakfast Cheez-Its.
Breakfast Cheez-Its. Breakfast of
show
champions right
Brought
there.
to you by Cheez-Its. You've stopped it now?
I've stopped it.
Can you bring it back to the start?
It is to the start. That's the first one.
That's the first picture? Or maybe just because I edited that. Okay. So, to preface this, the whole idea of this trip was I wanted to be done. I wanted to just knock off the last two parks. And I thought if we're going to Hong Kong, it makes sense to just do them all. And that was sort of the setup for this trip. It was going to be a Tokyo trip anyway. I wanted to go for the end of the 35th anniversary in Tokyo. I also wanted to go to the start of Easter in Japan as well, because I'd never done. They didn't do Easter at Tokyo Disneyland the year before because of the 35th start, and so I wanted to see Easter. People always rave about Easter there. So I wanted to do both of those, and then there happened to be a week or so in the middle between the end of the Happiest Celebration and the start of Easter. And so with that week in the middle, I thought, why don't we just go to Shanghai and Hong Kong? The pricing was cheap. It turned out to be off-season for both of those. And so it sounded like crowd levels would be low. The prices were low. It just really seemed to make a lot of sense to go at that time. And so that's what we did. We started in Tokyo. We did a week in Tokyo. We ended the third, which was Jason's first trip to Tokyo. I mean, it was your first trip to all three of these.
I knocked off 3 parks at once.
Yeah. I mean, I still did 2, but yeah, 3 that's a lot in one trip.
Yes, it sure was.
So yeah, we started in Tokyo a couple days, and then Shanghai was next. I think everyone was adamant that we not end in Shanghai. I didn't want Shanghai to be my last park. We just had a feeling, based on stories from some people. But then The other thing I'd heard so much was so many people came back and they're like, oh, it's the greatest Disney park in the world. And after going to Tokyo, I'm like, is it? And that's really what I wanted to see. I wanted to see if I agreed with people. If Shanghai was the greatest.
It was
Disney
actually
park.
really good. It was actually really good to go to Tokyo, Shanghai, and Hong Kong in the same trip. To be able to really compare and contrast. That was a pretty amazing trip, and it was a pretty amazing way to do it, because then you remember everything is, you know, right in your mind from a couple days ago.
Yeah.
You can really see the difference and the similarities.
Yeah. And for me, I like that I actually did all 6 in 45 to 60 days. I don't remember the number it was. But obviously I live here.
It was something absurd.
Yeah, obviously I live here, and then we did those 3. And on the way to and from Asia, I did a day at Disneyland. And then I think the end of April, I went to Paris again. So they were all fresh in my mind, which is what I wanted, because I wanted to start to think of a lot of content, comparing a lot of them. I know I haven't done a lot of it yet, but a lot of it's written out and thought out and just needs to be done at some point in time. The timing never seems right. But anyway, we're going to walk you through the 3 days of Shanghai. Spencer said the week between the 35th and Easter was my least favorite in those parks. It was depressing. It was. I remember the tower coming down, the party popper thing in World Bazaar, and that being sad. Also, like, that was my first trip, was the beginning of the 35th, so I had never seen World Bazaar without the party popper thing. So it was weird to see the park normal. But we're not doing Tokyo this time. We're doing Shanghai. So let's talk about Shanghai. Let's start going through these photos and see what we can remember. Obviously, that's the castle. I like the castle. I gotta say, I thought a lot of photos of it were bad that people were taking. There's some weird angles, but I think in person it's real pretty. I was surprised they liked it.
It is. I agree. I think it's a very pretty castle. It's a very, I mean, it's a new castle. You can sort of see how they really took old designs and plussed them up to make it pretty tremendous. I mean, it's enormous.
Yeah. Well, the way they design stuff now is certainly way different from, I mean, even Hong Kong, but certainly when you get back to Paris, I think things are just so different.
Yeah.
I don't know, all their recent stuff just seems, there's a similar vibe, I think, whether it's Galaxy's Edge or Cars Land or Shanghai. I think they all, there's a vibe. I don't know what it is about the way they construct things. Maybe it's the scale. But there's definitely something that ties them all together. You can start going through here. I think we're going to start at the hotel, probably. Nope. These are all pretty. You can keep going. I think it put my edited photos, like my Instagram photos, up higher. We'll get back to these in their unedited form.
Do you want to skip to the hotel? We can skip to the hotel.
Yeah, because I don't know what order these.
Oh, wait,
are.
that's not even the hotel.
No, that's the restaurant.
That's the restaurant.
Wandering Moon. I'm gonna be bad with these names of these restaurants things. I think it's Wandering
Yeah, you should have
Moon
taken
Tea
pictures
House.
of all the.
Was
you
that
should
the
have
first
taken
thing we did?
pictures
Did
of
we
all the
eat
signs.
first? Did we get to
I
the
think
park and then
we ate there
eat,
the
or
first
did we
day.
ride Pirates and then eat? I don't remember.
Well, we rode Tron and then ate.
Which Tron wasn't the first thing we did. Pirates was the first thing we did.
Oh, that was a mistake.
We'll get to that, but yeah. But Pirates was the thing everyone talked about. I was like, oh, we got to start at Pirates. We'll talk about Pirates at some point. But this is I like the. Here we go. We're at the hotel now. Although
Here's the hotel.
I think I think these are all out of order now.
I don't know what order you put them in, and I don't know what order VMix put them in when they.
We had to sort them by name. If this is all out of order, this is going to be near impossible.
All right. Well, you can. Do you want to? I don't know. Talk about something while I try to re-import these.
Yeah, sure. But if you if you organize that by name or date modified, it'll probably.
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess I could talk about just getting there. We obviously flew. If you connect from an Asian country, there is a 70 72 hours, is that right? I think it's 72.
It's 144.
Oh, it's 144. That's way more than that.
Yeah, it's 6 days. There's different rules.
Yeah.
It used to be 3 days, and then it's 6 days. It's but 3 days is more than enough in Shanghai anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
So in order to, if you don't want to get a visa, if you jump from an Asian country to China, you don't need one. You could do a 144-hour thing. They will ask you a bunch of questions. You have to show them where you're staying, like the days you're staying, when you're leaving. Like when you get to the officer, they're going to ask you all those things. You show your resort reservation and all those things. Didn't take too long. Took a couple minutes. Wasn't bad.
Yeah, and actually, you don't necessarily need to go from an Asian country to an Asian country. You just have to go from some country to China to some other country.
Oh, is it that? Okay.
So it can't be a round trip.
I think the original thing was the thing we were looking at was the 72-hour thing, which I think changed at some point. Yeah, which was only Asian countries though. But yeah,
that might have been only Asian countries, and the rule, who knows? The rules might have changed since then too. I haven't paid a lot of attention, but there's certainly a way to do it where you don't need a visa, and that's the way to do it because getting a visa to China is not the easiest thing. So, look into those rules and laws and see. But yeah, when you go through immigration, it's not terrible.
I mean, it's
there's paperwork
China
to fill out and
scary.
stuff, but
let's just say this: if you come from a non-communist country, China's scary. Literally, while we're filling out the paperwork, there's a man like arguing with Chinese officials that they won't let them like get out of the airport. An American. So like that's that's not exactly the most inviting way to come into a country. So that's there's I don't know. At no point did I feel comfortable, like truly comfortable or welcomed in the time we were there, which is part of just something you're going to have to be used to if you're going to visit. Yeah, I mean, even getting the taxi felt uncomfortable. I think the guy drove into the wrong lane, and then like the police
and then he got pulled over.
He's like, "Where are you taking these Americans?"
Gave him a ticket. Yep. That was scary.
Yeah. So just an uncomfort until we got to the front desk of the Shanghai Disneyland Hotel. There was discomfort. I will say the nicest cast members we encountered the whole trip were those front desk people. It was the one time I felt welcomed in the whole trip. They were very nice. Everyone, just about everyone we encountered was fluent in English. It's not really a problem going there. It's certainly, they're more fluent than in Japan for sure. Yeah, that was just a really easy process, and I think it made us feel comfortable, but then once we got to the park, things went back to the way they felt before after a couple of cast member interactions in the park. But yeah, it wasn't, I think what kept me from traveling internationally for the longest time was it seemed daunting, it seemed difficult. It's not. There's things you have to learn, and there's a process to going to different places, but it's in most places they're pretty helpful. It's fairly easy. Yeah.
The other thing worth mentioning is that we planned this whole trip. We planned a like 10 or 11 day trip to Tokyo and then Shanghai and then Hong Kong. We planned the entire trip about 2.5 weeks in advance.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I don't recommend doing that.
We had been talking about it for ages. I think we even had flights to Japan already. The middle flights we didn't have, I thought, but yeah.
Right, the flights from Japan to Shanghai and then Shanghai to Hong Kong, we did it.
Yeah, Jonathan said.
I mean, I didn't have any
quickly.
flights.
Jonathan helped me a lot because he had been to all of them. He helped me with a lot of these things. But yeah, I mean, the truth is, if you're going at the right time, you can wait. Like, I think in planning Japan trips, I've always found that flights may even be cheaper. Sometimes 2 weeks out. It just depends on what you want to roll the dice.
You don't want to wait. You don't want to do it like unless you know what prices are kind of going to be. You don't want to book like 6 months in advance.
No, you shouldn't book that early. It's never the cheapest at that point. It's either going to be the cheapest, I think, like 2 months out, or like 2 weeks
Or 2
out.
weeks
like
out.
That's
Yeah.
That's what I've always found in the couple of times I've been. Even January's trip, it was better to book kind of at the last minute. Are you still importing photos?
Yeah, I'm trying because you sent me like 500, and they're importing in the same way.
They look
I don't
like
even
they're
know why
there's
this is
some
doing
that look like they're in order. Maybe start from the bottom.
Oh, maybe.
No, those are in order now. Go back to the top. Because it's the first photos of the hotel. Once you get past the Mickey, you're fine. The fourth photo, you're good. They're in order.
Okay.
That's the
All
actual
right,
order.
good.
You're good.
Here we go. All right, cool.
Yeah. All right, so here we are.
There we go.
So this is the first photo we took. We got out of the cab and we arrived at the Shanghai Disneyland Hotel. A lot of people like the Toy Story Hotel. Honestly, the price difference wasn't that great that week. It was another $60 a night to do this one, and I thought if it's the only time we're ever going to go, I will pay $120 more for this trip to stay at what's supposed to be the nicer hotel.
Yeah, because we were only there for 2 nights, right?
Yeah, 2 nights, 3 days. Yeah.
2 nights.
So we'll go inside.
No, it was a nice hotel.
It's nice enough. It's not my favorite deluxe. If you've stayed at Riviera or the new Coronado Tower, you could see that they're just kind of doing things off the shelf now. There are a lot of design similarities, whether it's the windows or the way the lobbies are set up. There's a lot of things that just are the same. The rooftop restaurants are in the same place, even especially between the Coronado Tower and this one. It's weird. There's a lot of weird similarities. The room's cute enough. The headboard's really, really cool. I didn't have the video of the headboard available for this, but I'm going to put up the hotel tour in the next couple days. I actually pulled all the video down. I'm finally going to edit it together, but there's like a sparkle effect that goes across. It's very cute.
It's like the Disneyland Hotel.
Yeah, this one's cooler, though. It goes across the 2 headboards and into the mirror. This one's definitely cooler, I think. There's some art on the wall. Yeah. Patterns. The most interesting thing is the water is gross, so they give you a lot of water bottles, knowing you may need to use them to, like, shower and brush your teeth and things. So
Certainly brush your teeth for sure, yes.
yeah. But some people choose not to even shower with the water. It was okay, just don't get it in your mouth or eyes. That was what I was told. Just be careful.
Same precautions when you go to Mexico.
Yeah, same thing. This is outside the front of the park where most guests are supposed to enter. Because we were resort guests, you don't have to go through this. Jonathan told me horror stories about waiting out front before they did that. And there are metal queues set up out here, just temporary metal queues. I think
Yeah, you can see all the stanchions.
Yeah, I couldn't see
Yep.
it from where I'm sitting, but yeah. So this is the main entrance. I like this Mickey statue. It's very cute. Yeah, in the spring they do this mini, which I think is there right now. The mini floral. So when we
It's
saw
also worth mentioning that the weather was bad the entire 3 days we were there, except for a span of like 3 hours one day.
the busy day.
It was
the
like,
busy day was pretty.
It was, yeah, it was dreary and drab and rainy or misty. Like there was no blue sky hardly ever.
I mean, I don't know that they.
I don't know if that's normal for Shanghai, but
with the
yeah,
smog,
exactly.
they supposedly don't anyway. So who knows?
Yep.
But there is no train. There is a train station, but there's no train.
Yeah.
There is no Main Street USA. It's Mickey Avenue, which is this weird amalgamation of character locales and real-world places. It's a really short boulevard, too.
It is. It's very short.
But the hub is giant.
And then, yeah, the distance between the end of Mickey Avenue and the castle is really, really long.
Yeah. Yeah, so see, the first thing we did was Pirates of the Caribbean Battle for the Sunken Treasure. I know everyone goes on and on that they love this ride. It's amazing. Oh, my God. It's a cool ride system, but I was really, really disappointed. It was a lot of screens, and
It's a neat ride system. It can be used for so much more. I think it's an amazing ride
Yeah.
system. It's probably one of the best, like, new ride systems.
Oh, yeah.
I would go so far as to say it's almost better than, like, Rise of the Resistance in terms of trackless, because trackless isn't new anymore.
Oh, I agree. Yeah.
This
more innovative. for
This
sure.
is, yeah. And so I think if you need a water boat ride, this is the ride system to use. And my biggest problem with this attraction isn't the ride system. The ride system is great. The biggest problem with the attraction is the show scenes.
Yeah. I mean, they're huge. It's a big show building, and it has moments. I like the beginning, with the skeletons and all that. I think it's cute. It's well dressed. Once you get into the big screen portion, and some of the animatronics are cool. Davy Jones looked good. The Jack Sparrow's good. The big screen. The second half is where it falls apart. Like the ship battle, where it just screen Davy Jones and screen Jack Sparrow in these like square openings on these boats. I don't know, that last fight where
We
they're
have a
just
video of this, right?
It's like they lost. It's like the budget ran out halfway through the ride. I don't know.
We have a video of this that we're going to show later, right?
You didn't send me this video yet. I don't have this. You
Oh,
shot this
all
on
right,
the
I'm going to
A7.
try to get it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to try to get it. I'll see if I can get it by the end of the show.
Okay. I've never even
but let's
looked
move
at your
on, 'cause
footage. I have no
otherwise-
idea what it even looks like.
We could talk about this for the rest of the day, so we can move on.
It was Easter, so there's Easter stuff. There's eggs, Judy and Nick eggs. Middle of the park was pretty. I think I have more of these later, but I took this one quick because
We do.
Ka's one of my favorite characters. The Garden of the 12 Friends, based around the Zodiac, and different Disney characters represent the Zodiac. I like these. These tile murals are pretty. The park has things that are good. It's just I don't know if it's enough for me to want to go back. This is the Wandering Moon. I'm going to butcher the name. I think it's Wandering Moon Tea House. This is the first place we ate. It's a sit-down restaurant. Obviously, see there you have the Princess and the Frog reference, but then it's mostly Chinese influence. It's pretty inside. I love the tile work with the fish. The fish lanterns are pretty. And the food was real good. I like this restaurant. We had a good meal.
It was really good.
Yeah, like
It
this
was empty.
This was
it
my
was
favorite.
so
We were the only
empty.
people in the restaurant. It was empty
Like,
the
yeah.
whole time we were there until Friday.
Like you can see, look, there's no one in this restaurant.
Yeah. It was pretty. The garden, like looking out the window, was pretty, even though it was rainy. Nice interior, good food. If you're going to go, I think this is the one sit down you should absolutely do. Yeah, I remember everything being good. I don't remember disliking anything they brought to the ribs.
Even
I think
the
were everyone's
tea was
favorite,
good.
right?
These ribs were really good.
Everyone went on
Like,
and
I
on
thought-
about the rib.
We each got a different kind of tea, and they were all really good.
Yeah. Be careful the fish bone. Oh, that spicy fish was good. Yeah. You remember this is over a year ago, so a lot of this we're as we see these photos, we're remembering things maybe we forgot.
Yes.
And said, is that pork? Chicken? I don't remember what that was.
I think that was duck. Wasn't that duck?
Oh, it's duck. Yeah, that's definitely duck.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yep.
Yeah, I really liked the
little
restaurant. The
Mickey.
servers were nice. I'll tell you when we had bad cast interactions. This wasn't one of those places. Oh, that was my favorite. That's the chicken, right?
Yep. I believe
With
so.
the big peppers. Yeah. Oh,
Yep.
I might want to go back just.
That
for
was
this
very good.
restaurant.
This is the pork belly.
Yeah. And prices I thought were pretty reasonable. I mean, not for China. So, you know, they see in the world outside. Of
No,
the
but
park.
for Florida, what you're accustomed
yeah,
to
in the
at
world
Walt
of
Disney World, they
Disney
were
parks, the
absolutely
prices were
reasonable.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I took
There's the
many
menu.
pictures. In case we wrote a review, never got around to it, but I took the photos. I guess we did the family feast. Oh, there's the infamous Judy Hopps umbrella we all bought.
Yep.
All these big grown white men with Judy Hopps umbrellas.
Well, hey, it was raining. We needed an umbrella.
Yeah. No, it's a cool umbrella. Love it. I brought it back for a couple people, and they loved it. Park is pretty in
have
some
one.
places. There you go. I don't know. It has its moments for sure. I like that shot.
Here's my Judy Hopps umbrella. Hang on, let me put myself up
out?
here on the screen. I got it. Because I had it last night, remember?
You can't open that in the house. It's bad luck.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
But there's the Judy Hopps umbrella.
You got to show the handle, though.
Oh, the handle is the carrot.
Yeah, because the handle is what makes it. I mean, the top is cute.
And on the back. On
the
the
tail,
back is
no,
the
but show them the handle.
Here's the handle.
The handle.
It's a carrot.
In turn, yeah. The handle is her pen. It's great.
There you
It's
go.
a great item. One of the few things we bought. I bought a ton of Tron stuff and a Judy Hopps umbrella, and that was it.
Yep.
Nothing
And
else.
they even got it so that the ears fold with it, so that
Yeah.
when you put it up, the ears go up too. See that?
Yeah.
It's really neat.
It's no Albert
Yeah.
umbrella, but
It's no Albert, but it's pretty cool.
yeah. But yeah, there wasn't a lot to buy. I think I bought some pins and that umbrella and all the Tron stuff, and that was it. We can move on. Where's it stuck?
Yeah, it was hard to get good castle pictures because it was so rainy.
We got them on Friday. You'll see in here. There's some I really
We
like.
did when it was nice, but yeah.
Even though it's rainy.
But I mean, this looks
that.
like it's. This looks like it's what, like 7 o'clock in the evening? No, this is like 2 in the afternoon.
Maybe 4, but still, I like the middle. I like the hub a lot. I think they did a good job with the hub. With space. And
They did. The
lots
sight
of
lines are
space,
really
and
good.
it's
I mean, there's a
pretty.
castle stage show, so the sight lines are really good. There's plenty of space to stand. We probably have a picture later looking down in the terraced viewing area, but it's a huge viewing area. It was definitely designed for the castle shows and things like that.
Oh, we did pretty good on Buzz Lightyear. Their Buzz Lightyear is mostly screen-based. It's weird. It's a lot like Ant-Man and the Wasp Nano Battle. It's in fact the same Imagineering team that did this then went to work on Ant-Man and the Wasp Nano Battle. It takes place, it doesn't put you in the toy world, it puts you in the opening sequence of Toy Story 2, so it's that whole fight like at Zurg's base. It's interesting. I know people love this Tomorrowland. I don't like this Tomorrowland. It's very sterile. If this is what Epcot's going to be, I'm not ecstatic about it.
What I like is the 2 levels.
Yeah, but they don't do
It's
anything
not just a
interesting with
flat.
it. Like
Well,
Buzz
no, they
Lightyear's
didn't. It's just a
hidden.
huge amount of open space.
Yeah, like the Buzz Lightyear entrance is hidden like under the second
It is,
level.
it's weird.
And it's hard to find. Like
Yeah.
design-wise, it's just not well laid out, and I don't know. Like it doesn't have a personality. It's weird. It just feels like a
It doesn't.
2020 mall.
Yeah, to some extent, yeah.
Tron is pretty. Tron is the one part of the land that I think is really great. Very pretty building. Yeah, there's toys. You guys left already at this point. This was the evening I just walked around the park and took photos.
Oh, okay.
Where did you guys go? Like to sleep? I don't remember.
I think because we were so screwed up sleep-wise because we got
Yeah.
because we got there late and yeah, we were tired.
Yeah, and I'm like, nope, I'm at a new park.
And it was
I need to watch.
and it was raining.
Yeah.
And it was raining and we're like, screw this.
No, I had the adrenaline was going. I was like, I'm in a new park. I need to see what's going on here. Yeah, they have the really terrible Slinky Dog ride that's in Paris also, and Hong Kong. It's not fun. I don't understand why they keep building that one. They do have the thing that was budget cut from our Toy Story Land, though, the full Al's Toy Barn store, which is amazing. It's a big
is.
Al's Toy
It's a
Barn
great
play
store.
set. That's why there's a big handle on the top. But then there's also like a roof hatch where like a kid would be able to open the play set and reach in and play. This struck a chord for me because I feel like every 80s and 90s kids play set
Yeah,
like
is
this.
like this. Yep.
It was closed at this point, but later I go inside. They were closed due to rain, I think. Oh, no, they're open. Oh, I never got to ride this, but I went near the Pooh honey pot spin. No Mad Tea Party. They did Winnie the Pooh in this weird corner. And yes, 17 years after the original, someone decided to rebuild the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
17 years later. And I mean exact clone. Exact clone. I think it's mesmerizing with all the stuff they built for this park that this got put in. I know there was a fight at the end where they said there wasn't enough stuff to do in the park and what could we add for cheap, and I know this was the answer. But it is, I don't understand how this got built so many years later, like later verbatim.
Yep.
Wait times, which didn't exist the first 2 days.
Yeah. There's the wait times.
Yeah. Turn times. Yeah, mine train was only 10. There's the pirate boat, the giant pirate boat. This is the capacity every ride at Disney World needs now.
Yeah, right.
Every ride vehicle.
It's 6 rows, 5 to a row.
Yeah.
30 people per boat.
Someone said the same as Hong Kong too. Why did they do? I'll explain why they did that. Hong Kong though, you got to remember, Hong Kong opened in 05. So that's still only 6 years later, and only 2 years removed from the ride being built in Disneyland too, the Pooh ride. But this is, I mean, this is just way later. This is out of the cycle of building those Winnie the Pooh rides. So it's weird. It's weird that it got thrown in, but they thought that they needed another ride for capacity. So.
All right.
Did you break it?
No, we're going back.
That's not a. That's
I don't know what this is. It's hard to see.
It's the photo redemption, but not. I didn't go through these, so some of them just might be bad photos. It's not necessarily everything.
Some of them are.
Oh, look, all the same pins you can buy in America.
Uh-huh.
Oh, look, all the same ears you can buy in America. The merchandise situation was terrible. I love this guy. I have a lot of pictures with him in Adventure Isle.
So this is the next day now, I think, right?
Maybe? No, this is still that night, I think. Keep going.
Well, but it's light out.
No, this is still that night. That was a light bleeding in.
Oh.
From the river ride.
Oh, all right.
It's night still.
Okay.
Yeah, 7.
7.
I love that there was a fake Tony's facade in the Bellanotte Linguini Company. If you've seen the Shanghai exhibit in Epcot, you've seen the maquettes for this window display. Remember when you can get haircuts? Oh, yeah, I took that during the nighttime show. Ignite the Dream. The Easter display down Mickey Avenue.
Yep.
Yeah, and the Mickey Mercantile. I forget the name of the stores. Whatever the big Emporium type store, Mickey whatever.
Yeah, it's on the left.
Yeah, there's all the old like comic strip Scrooge McDuck stuff, which is great. I love that got included. There's some really good deep cuts. Some people in Imagineering really thought about, like, not just the Chinese guests, but really just like Disney fans that would visit. There's some good references in this park. That's the view from our hotel room.
Yeah.
Of the park.
Yep. You can see it's across the lake.
Yeah.
And there's boat transportation across that lake. The boat is actually the only way to get to the park, I believe.
There's a long, I think they said it's a 25 minute walk.
Oh, there's a walkway, yes, but it's very long.
Real far, yeah.
But I mean, there's not like a bus or anything.
Yeah, because it's Wishing Star Park is out there, yeah.
Yep.
It's like Seven Seas Lagoon. It's very similar. Me angry that I had to drink Pepsi because they don't have Coke, they have Pepsi. Another thing I don't like. This is the resort entrance. So we'd come through the turnstiles. You enter from like this Disney town.
Right. So this is the next morning.
Yeah. So this was the first time we did that.
So the resort guest entrance. So Disney Town, if you think about how it's laid out, Disney. So when you go into the park in the front, Tomorrowland is to the left, which is backwards from what most people are accustomed to.
Yeah.
And then to the left of Tomorrowland is Disneytown. So Disneytown kind of runs up along from the entrance to the park, up
It's
along
to
the left side.
It runs along the left side of Mickey Avenue, basically.
Yes,
Yeah.
right. And so the resort guest entrance is at the end of Disneytown, up towards the hub somewhere near Tomorrowland.
Yeah.
And so the resort guests go through Disneytown. The entrance is up there. You can avoid the whole front of the park debacle. And you go in the resort guest entrance, and it spits you out in the hub, basically, on the Tomorrowland left side.
Mm-hmm. We got better pictures. Here was the little bit of sun.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that picture. There's the weird Pooh area. I like that post. That's the Tangled Tree Tavern, which why they didn't just build the Snuggly Duckling, I'm not sure. I was disappointed because I thought there was going to be a bunch of interior seating. There's none. You order inside, and then there's outdoor seating. Also, they no longer had the, Tangled souvenir cup. It was gone.
Yeah.
They really have gone super generic with not only their merchandise, but their food souvenirs, too. The people didn't buy a lot of stuff, so they went cheap. And so all that good stuff is gone, including, the Tangled Tower cup. The weather vane of the Cupid guys. There is a Rapunzel tower hidden way in the back. You can see from some angles. We didn't go see the Frozen show at the world's worst themed theater. Chose not to see the Frozen sing-along. That theater is such an eyesore, though. You can see it from so many places you're not supposed to. They have one of, if not my favorite, Toy Story lands. And I don't really like Toy Story Land in general. I like the Hong Kong one a lot because of the mountains. This one, though, mostly because of the Owl's Toy Barn. And then the restaurant. But it's the 3 attractions. I do like the Woody's Roundup a lot, though. I love this. I don't know why we should have got this instead of swirling saucers. So cute. They're all little bullseyes, and they pull carts.
Yeah.
Very cute. This is what we were supposed to get before the plans were announced. This was the thing we were supposed to get, and then I don't know, they tested it and people decided they liked the little green men more. But no, I like these little horses. I thought this was adorable.
I wonder if that was because ours was going to be covered.
I think that's part of it. I think with Florida they knew they had to cover it, and they're like, well, how does a covering make sense? And I guess so.
Yeah.
I love this one, though. Yep, there's just a whole smoking section with popsicle stick. But there's that Fantasyland Theater towering over it. Oh, I like this, the party blower light. I like that. Doesn't make sense, but I like it. But here's the crown jewel of all the Toy Story lands, the Owl's Toy Barn.
The crown jewel.
I love it.
Shop.
It's so great. There's the hatch. You can see the hatch on the... Oh, so good. So good. Yeah, Rex's Racer, which is RC Racer at the other parks.
That was not open. We didn't go on that.
No, that was down for refurbishment our whole trip.
Yep.
But, I mean, I've been on it in other places. Model number 1995. Of course, the year Toy Story came out. They do have that same great queue, though. That is like a little slot car track. I love this. You don't have to build, Pandora or Galaxy's Edge, but these are the details that I think our Toy Story Land is missing. I really like these erector set lamps and speaker setups.
And speakers, yeah.
Yeah, they're cool. And of course, our favorite counter service of the trip, the Toy Box Cafe.
Yep.
It's not the best themed, but the food was pretty good. What's funny is when this opened with the park, Toy Story Land got cut from Phase 1. So when this opened, it was devoid of the theme, but the shapes of the boxes were there. So we just had like Disney characters painted on it, and then when they built Toy Story Land, they finally just like finished this. Yeah, weird, like a Lotso Hug and Bear. But the seating's still junk. He still didn't theme seats. Some details. Oh, now we're going to one of my favorites, the Peter Pan attraction. Peter Pan's Flight. This might have been my favorite thing in Shanghai. It's quite possible. We have a Peter Pan video, right? Do we want to show that now?
Yeah, do you want to show that?
Yeah. Seems like a good place to show a video. Of course, all these videos are on our YouTube channel if you want to see them. I was really surprised. This was not one of the first things we rode. We did Pirates, which was disappointing. Then we rode Tron, which we liked. We liked Tron a lot. But I think Pirates had left such a bad taste in my mouth that I didn't think we were going to see another inside ride that I was really going to like. But this is the absolute most perfect version of Peter Pan's Flight that they've built. The load areas in the park, plenty of seating, and just, it is the most charming, most Disney thing in that entire park, for sure. The parts at our screen, they did new 2D animation. It's beautiful. When they do use screens, it makes sense, or projections, it makes sense. Like there. But then you also have, you know, you have physical figures in lots of places. Like here. Bye, Nana. Just so cute and charming, and I wonder why all the other attractions didn't turn out like this. But I love, you know, as much as I love our Peter Pan and it's classic and you can't touch it, like, man, if we had this one, that would be pretty neat. Again, using, like, it absolutely works. Like, projection on the wall to achieve that flying that you can't achieve with figures. Like, I get it. But then there's lots of practical stuff. This whole island is practical. The smoke coming up from the fire in the Indian camp is, like, actually just, like, cloth. So lots of, they still did all the great practical stuff you expect. But then they realized, like, oh, where we could use projections to do something we couldn't do physically, we did. And it's the right mix. You know, the boat splashes in. You got more moving figures of Peter. Jonathan said, as overrated as Pirates is, this is equally underrated. I agree. I absolutely agree.
Yep.
That's why this, when I did I finally did my top 10 Disney attractions in the world post, this is on the list. This is the only thing from Shanghai on the list. This is absolutely, I think, one of the 10 best Disney rides in the world right now. Again, like, the fight always feels kind of stale in the old ride. Like, they don't move much. They're just kind of leaning back and forth. So doing it with projection made sense. But then you still have that physical Captain Hook fighting the crocodile at the end, and all of them are here. It's just really very well done. Pixie dust comes down over your boat. Back to London. Do they have the practical Tiger Lily that looks like she's seen some things? No, they don't. My personal favorite little touch is this: if you get stuck waiting to unload. The pirate ship forms in the clouds. It's a really cute little touch. Great ride. Like I said, I'm not going to tell you not to go to Shanghai. Like, if you feel the need to see them all, I understand that. Like, I should not be able to discourage you from going at all. I just would like people to have realistic expectations when they go. But yeah. Can someone from WDWNT link that list? If you go to our channel and search Shanghai, they all come up. I don't know if there is a list. Or a playlist.
I think there might be a Shanghai list.
There might be a playlist, but
playlist?
I can't pull it up right now with the chat and stuff. But yeah, that's outside. That's some details on the castle are cute. They hide that it's just a big box very well. They do a good job hiding that.
But this is a view of the area of the castle where the viewing area is, so you can see the different rows.
I think I have
the
better shots
shrubberies. I'm sure we do. But this is taken from the viewing areas. You can see you're kind of sunken down.
Yeah. So for nighttime shows and the stage shows and all those things. Fantasia Carousel, which is pretty cool. The only thing I didn't like is I didn't like what they made. I don't like newer carousels. I don't like fiberglass. Like, it loses some charm. I love that it's Fantasia themed. It's a movie I love that I feel is always underrepresented in the parks, except musically. So it's a cool idea for a carousel. Unfortunately, a lot of these were scratched and beat up because they're fiberglass.
Of course.
They're very cute molds, though. Like, it again, like, see the gold finish on that? Like, it's kind of... You lose something when it's not like that shiny finish, when it's that fiberglass. Very cute height indicator. My two favorites, Hyacinth Hippo and Ben Alligator. They're pretty molds. It's just the finish on them just feels kind of cheap. Moving to Adventure Isle. The rock shaped like a tortoise. There's some pretty views in this island, this isle area.
It's a pretty well done land.
I think of all of them, it's probably the one I like the most, other than Mickey Avenue. I don't have a lot of passion for the layout of many of the lands. Adventure Isle's pretty good, though. Yeah, that's a pretty shot. I like that. This weird music area that clearly used to be home to an entertainment act, but now guests can just go play the instruments.
Yep.
This is the entrance to Sauron is in a weird place. It's like behind the mountain. But yeah, it's soaring over the horizon. And it is in Adventureland. Under this weird eagle rock. The pre-show, I gotta upload this too. I have this film. The pre-show is insane. It's about this woman. She has powers to turn into other animals. And she's going to turn us into eagles, I guess, so we can fly. It's out there, man. They're slightly themed. I mean, in just a couple years after this, Tokyo would put them to shame with the most well-themed Sauron. But they tried a little bit here. I mean, the queue is really themed. You're going through caves and stuff. And you see here there's like a night sky and like there's a stone wall instead of a fence. Oh, the infamous dab shirt. The Chippendale dabbing shirt. Yeah, on Mickey Avenue, there's like a weird like Rust-eze building, which of course I love cars, so I was excited. Here we go. This is the infamous meet and greet with Duffy and Gelatoni. So it's, for whatever reason, it's in like this Cars facade. But while we're waiting, some mother decides that it's okay for her daughter to try and pee into a Ziploc bag in the middle of the street. Needless to say, she missed the Ziploc bag, and there it is, folks. That is the infamous pee puddle.
It wasn't raining that day.
Nope.
Let it be known.
That is the pea puddle.
Nor were the sprinklers on.
Yep. There you go. That's not a pea puddle. I was just taking a picture of the license plate. This is like the highlight of the trip, that I got to meet Gelatoni, because you can't meet him in Japan. Hong Kong you can, but he gets a bit of a line there too. But we met them with like almost no wait.
Yeah.
Duffy didn't need to be there. I
was
just wanted to
nobody
meet
here.
Gelatoni. I do like Mickey Avenue. There's a lot of really cool details in Mickey Avenue, like these gremlins, the Von Drake fireworks,
Yep.
some cute window displays.
Which is kind of amusing because the fireworks in Shanghai weren't great.
No, they weren't. But this is a fun window display. Oh, some food. I had a Mickey-shaped donut. That was pretty good. Enjoyed that. These are some bad pictures because we're undercover. I'd like... Eventually, I think I'm like, I got to take this donut out there to get a better... Yep, there it is.
There we
I had to get this donut in the sun. Some sort of pie. I love pastries. I'm a big pastry guy, so we tried a lot of pastries.
Yep.
Some sort of Mickey bread. I don't remember what half these things were. That I remember not liking.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but it wasn't good.
Well, some of these are still upside
I
down.
don't know that
haven't
this was
even
too good
oriented
either.
them.
Yeah, we got like one of
Oh,
everything.
the ham cheese bread. Yeah, that wasn't good either.
Yeah.
I don't. Japan. It's my favorite thing to do for breakfast is just go to like Mama Biscotti's or Sweethearts, and get a bunch of bread. They're all so good. It's my favorite. Bread and an iced coffee. They even tried to copy the Mike Wazowski bun here from Tokyo. It's still pretty good. That was one of the better things. So that's like one of my favorite things. But then I don't know, in Hong Kong and Shanghai, it's always just a little disappointing in comparison. These cups, I did not buy these, and I am Mr. Souvenir Cup. But you and Josh love these stupid things and kept buying them.
Yes, we sure did.
I think I have one. I have the potato head one, but I didn't want to buy the rest. I was like, these are cheap. I don't like them. Oh, yeah, that was gross. Oh. I didn't like that. The Mickey was good. I don't remember was that just cheese in the Mickey?
I think so.
That was good. No, that wasn't. Oh. God. All right, we're back in Tomorrowland.
Tomorrowland now.
Oh, I like this guy. He's just on his phone hiding. I just thought it was funny. He just took a break leaning against the wall in a guest area. That's the longest wait I think we saw for Tron was the 20. We had a fast pass, I think, at this point. But other than Friday, Wednesday and Thursday, I think 20 was the high. And I think this was only because it wasn't raining at that moment. There was actually a couple people in the park.
Yep.
Test seats. It's a fun ride. It's very short, and Americans are never going to get in these things, but it's fun. But God, the logistical nightmares we're going to face with this. I don't know how they're going to do it.
It's not going to be good.
Like, I watch people at our test seats in Tomorrowland. I'm just like, people are not fitting. And you're going to turn all these people away. They're going to be real mad.
We fit, but it was like, man, it hurt.
Yeah, it's the load area. Cool. It's a cool attraction. I'm glad we're getting it, but I just don't know operationally how we're going to do it. Yeah, of course, even though you don't have Slinky Dog Dash, you could sell the toys. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Who cares? This is Inside Al's Toy Barn. I love these registers, man. with these chicken lights. They're so cool. The best shop in the park, far and away.
We spent a lot of time in there.
We did, because it was so charming. I just love the interior. The little barns for the register numbers. And I like Woody's Roundup. This is the queue. And you go through all these little Western facades. Really cool. Some great stuff in there. The big sheriff badge.
Yeah, this is so much better than Alien Swirling Saucer
It's
queue.
better than, like, all of the other Toy Story lands are so junky. But there's that damn theater, though. So big.
Uh-huh. Sticking out. Yep.
I don't remember what shop that was. I guess that was that one. Not Sir Mickey's, Mickey Minnie Mercantile. Yeah, it was a cute
Mickey
interior,
Minnie
too.
Mercantile.
These are the murals that are under the castle. And, of course, to placate Bob Iger, they're only of movies that he, was around for. They're very pretty.
Yeah.
But they are really just of the most recent films. The 4 most recent princess movies got murals. They're pretty. They're very pretty. Yeah, the atrium's cool. There you go. There's a good
So
shot.
there's a yes, of the terrace area. And so you can see the stage is actually above the level of the viewers.
It's a good design. That whole hub and castle, they laid it out really well.
Well, you'd think after how many years they ought to get it right.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, even like Tokyo was such a huge jump forward, but they did even much better this time. But you do have that benefit of coming later.
So this is the castle show.
Oh. So a couple things happened in the course of this show. Number one, the Frozen sets got stuck and they had to stop the show. We're not at that part yet, but they get stuck. But then my favorite is this. Here it is. If you want a picture that encapsulates the maintenance problems in China, this is it. This rusty platform that raises up in the middle of this show. This rusty, unthemed blue platform. I think I was laughing loudly when this came up.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty bad.
The park was pretty beat up in general. I mean, I don't know how many more pictures I have of beat up things. They have a mini bar. It's strawberry with vanilla for the outside. This is pretty good. I like that they're pre-wrapped. I like that they have like the little tray so they don't get damaged.
Yeah. Yep.
Good. I think you drank this. I don't know what this was.
I just wanted the sipper.
Yeah.
Because it had the park logo.
But this was what Barbossa's
clear with the
Bounty, which
park
I thought
logo.
was the grossest meal we had.
It wasn't great, that's for sure. I mean,
Like,
it was
we
a
tried
neat
there was
themed...
octopus, right? But it was bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I like octopus.
Yeah, this was all
so-
bad. It was a pretty neat restaurant appearance-wise.
I didn't like anything about the Pirate Land. I didn't find charm in like almost any of it. Wait, go back. I want to know why I took a picture of that sign. Was it about being drunk? Oh, you should be sober to ride.
You should
yeah.
be sober to
You
ride.
should be sober to ride is on all the warning signs. I thought that was great. I don't remember the name of this restaurant, but Mickey Avenue has a counter service, and it has some really, really fun, obscure details. There's crates and all kinds of stuff. Maybe that was the shop. I don't know. Remember. I felt like that was the restaurant. Yeah, Community of Mickey Avenue. No, I think this is the restaurant. A lot of silly symphony references, a lot of good stuff. Something Market. It's Something Market restaurant. Casey at the Bat. Like, you know, I don't think the Chinese audience is getting a lot of these references. So someone just had a good time. There's like I think there was a Three Caballeros section, which I probably took a picture of since I love them. Oh, there's a blurry one. I probably have a clear one after this. There it is. Yeah, so they have like rooms above for them, but then below there's like a poster and art from the movie and just very cute little corner. Yeah, I like this restaurant. We didn't eat here, but I like this restaurant. Or did we eat there?
I don't think we did.
I thought we did. Maybe we didn't. Senor Pistoles. Yeah, more stuff will cross. Of course, I love that there was a little Lady in the Tramp section. I think we'll show the little. There's a little Tony's table. I assume I took a picture of it. See if I did. No, maybe not then. I don't know. Some stuff I think. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Yeah, I love that little table. Very cute. Go back to what was the picture before?
Hang on 1 second.
There was some Three Caballeros sign. Oh yeah, I guess they had like a station that was Three Caballeros, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't remember.
It was weird. This whole thing was kind of weird.
I like Mickey Avenue though. Yeah, there's Tony's. I really like Mickey Avenue. I can't say I don't. I don't like the interior of the shops. The shop interiors I did not like. I like the interior of this restaurant and I like the facades. This is great. Like this is where all the characters come to eat. There's this big mural. Very cute. Good art too. And all the little these are amazing. And I think what's his name did these. He was on One Day at Disney. I always forget his name. Disney animator. He's been with the company for a long time. Shorter, bald gentleman. I forget his name, but he did all these. They're really cute. I love them all. You can keep going. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I took all of them. I mean, I love that there's Big Bad Wolf. There's Basil at Baker Street. Like all sorts of like random characters. Really great. The more recent ones, all the more recent movies share a wall. Emperor's New Groove and Hercules. They're the Caballeros. Pixar. A maquette of the Steamboat Willie Mickey out in front of the park. I had to get another shot of that Tony's facade. I love it. Their fake card they circle. The amazing thing is the whole second floor of that side is Club 33. So design-wise, it's really cool how they laid it out. I love those facades. I don't remember much about that interior of that shop. I think it was very blah, very plain.
Yeah.
Eric Goldberg was the artist, yeah. Jetpacks, which despite looking cool, was really lame. Yeah, you should have just.
I don't remember. I don't even think I went on this.
No,
did I?
you didn't. Josh and I went on this. I would rather have Astro Orbiter. It was pretty lame. It's no more thrilling. Weird. I took a lot of pictures. More Tron. We rode Tron a lot.
Like several times a day, every day.
20 or 25 times, I think we went on Tron, yeah. Which eventually we started requesting rows, which is when people started being mean to us.
Yeah, yep.
I'm not going to get into the row request stories and cast members being mean. That's just outside. That's like guest services. I just really like that Stained glass Mickey. Going back to the hotel. The back of the hotel is pretty ugly. I don't know. I don't like the outside of this hotel at all. The inside's fine.
No.
But the exterior is hideous. Some cool art inside. We didn't have to do the lockers for Tron, that's right.
View.
It wasn't busy enough for them to use the lockers. I know that was a mess.
Nope.
The view, so during the day, the view isn't particularly pretty. You see a lot of show building. So for Adventure Isle, they didn't theme the back. So you see it from here, there's just like this, it almost looks like a elevated parking structure with a mountain on it.
Yeah.
So even though you built this beautiful hotel, the views from it are a little... Now, I think this is when we went back, we had to go back to get changed because we were going to do something pretty special. Then we came back to the park.
And it was raining.
It was still raining, yes. We got to go to Club 33. Because one of the people we were with is a Florida Club 33 member, and they're very nice in Shanghai. And we're like, oh, we welcome members of all clubs, even though in Florida our members would not be let in. But please, we're very slow. Please come to dinner.
Yeah, right. The amazing thing about this was my first Club 33 visit anywhere.
Wow.
So it was pretty amazing to be in this Club 33 first before any others because I had no idea what to expect. I mean, I knew what to expect, but you know, this one's pretty incredible.
My favorite one. I love the interior. Like Disneyland, I never got to see the original, so what I saw was, you know, the new one, which didn't feel special at all. The Jazz Club bar is pretty cool, though. I do like that. But then the Florida clubs are just kind of jammed in places. They're all right. I like this club. I mean, it's Art Deco, which is my thing. The art inside is like from Bambi and Fantasia and like those movies. The food was also really great. Very, very good meal.
It was good.
Yeah, I mean, I try to be fair. I just I don't like Shanghai Disneyland, but there were certainly things I liked. I try to be fair.
These mashed potatoes were pretty good.
Yeah.
I was going to say, we must have taken a picture of the menu so we knew what all the stuff was. I have interior pictures
to the food. I think we just started with the food and then we like walked around the restaurant.
We did.
That's out of order.
Now we're...
Keep going. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't know what that's doing.
It'll come back to the interior of the restaurant, I think. Unless I have those on a camera, maybe.
I don't know.
Who knows? Yeah, this is the... We hadn't seen that part of the queue that overlooks the launch, which is cool. We didn't see that until the last day. Yep. They never sent us that way until the last day. Here's Garden of the 12 Friends. These are the tile murals. These are cool. I was mad all the merchandise was gone. They had merchandise for all of this. But it was long gone by the time we got there. There's Wandering Moon. Treasure Cove entrance, a cool piece before you walk 8 miles to finally get into the land.
I know, right?
A lot of just long paths with just trees in this park. A lot of sparse transitions. I found Peg Leg Pete on a store display. I was excited that I found him. A little bar and a queue. I think this is the queue for the play area. We went in the pirate. There was a water play area and then a pirate ship.
Oh, the pirate play area. That's right.
You can explore.
You went in that, and I stood. Yeah, I took pictures from the different little peninsula.
Fun. I think this is aboard the canoe. I think we're on the canoe at this point. That might be. Yeah.
Yep.
Canoe ride was fun. No one wanted to paddle, even though I didn't speak the language. I understood when I was being asked to paddle. No one else wanted to, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, the canoe ride was pretty cool. It goes around Treasure Cove and Adventure Isle. I wanted to try this kimchi wrap. It wasn't very good.
We tried both of these, I thought.
Did we have both?
And the teriyaki one was decent. Yeah, I like the teriyaki
was gross,
one.
And I like kimchi. popcorn buckets that I didn't buy. See, I don't buy every popcorn bucket. See, I got a regular Mickey ice cream because it's a little different there. It's chocolate and chocolate, but then like the ears are chocolate, but then the middle was vanilla.
Yeah.
It was good.
Like
I really
it's
liked
like
that.
half and half.
Good one. They were doing all these cute flower things, photo ops and stuff because it's spring. The weird waffle restaurant that looks like it's made of waffles. Cute. The interior of this place was never opened, but it has like an Italian thing. We opened the door at one point, even though it was closed, and then when they yelled at us, I was like, "But there's nothing blocking the door. There's no sign on it." They got mad. The Don Juan waffle was pretty good. It was one of the better breakfasts we had.
Yeah.
See, this is the Friday. It was pretty. It was busy, but it was also a nice day.
It was. Yeah, you can see the difference in the crowd levels now.
We're skipping all of our videos. We should show another. We should show Tron or something. We're getting towards the end already.
Okay.
We should show Tron.
No, we're a little bit. We're about halfway through. All right, we'll show Tron.
Let's show Tron. Let's show people Tron. But yeah, this is a great ride. I'm looking forward to having it at home. It'll be nice. It'll be fun to have here. It's not the best designed thing. You know, like the canopy's cool looking. When you get up close to that like entrance part, it's really just a tent.
It's cool looking at night.
Yeah, it's also like the show building, just this big square thing behind it. Like obviously the canopy is cool. Like that's cool. But it going up into like that hole in the wall. There's some places you could see the box. Again, sightlines in this park. You just saw RC Racer from Tron Cube. But there's people getting held in that outside pen. This is the room we always got rushed through, but what's cool, what should happen here is you get held here for a second, and then that glass panel goes transparent and you see the launch. But they weren't really running it. So see, you're right above the launch in that room. You still get to see it here, but that glass above will go clear as soon as the launch sequence begins. The rest of the queue's pretty plain. I mean, these are just hallways. They just ran some light panels down a hallway. It's not going to change your life. The load and the launch rooms are cool. They're in the load room now. Remember when you could stand by people? Watch, here's people trying to figure out how you get in. How does this work? I have to cross a ride vehicle, get to the other side. Tron will look good at MK, but I mean, it's destroyed Storybook Circus. You could just see the big box from Circus. I hope they're going to do something, but I doubt it. It'll look great from Tomorrowland. Anywhere else, not so much. It is a very fun ride, though. I mean, if you're bigger, it's uncomfortable. It's not always super comfortable. My back hurt
and it's
for
not
like
even
an hour after filming this because I had to like sit up straight to get it filmed, not lean on the bike.
Yeah, it's not even necessarily being big. It's just different body shapes because there's a bar that comes up behind your calf.
If you have
and
thick
it's
calves,
really
you
painful.
don't even have to be a big person. Just if you have thick calves, it's gonna hurt. It's a dual load. They're loading on both sides. Here we go. We're on the ride and we're in the launch tunnel. Front row. I wish there was something that lifted up out of the way or something there, though, because you're supposed to be on the game grid and then magically you're outside. This is very fun. Front row, high speed. The way the ride vehicle is, it's pretty fun. Definitely more, like, I know people love Hagrid's, but the sensation of Tron is completely different from Hagrid. Completely different kind of bike setup. It's kind of like Space Mountain. You go through some gates and stuff. It's mostly projection-based. There's a couple of physical things. You go through those, like, little portal things. But, I mean, it's all it has to be. It's Tron, you know? I don't expect audio animatronics on a high-speed roller coaster through a game world. You know, it is what I expected. This part's fun, where they race alongside you for a bit and then crash. But that's it. It's over. That's the ride. It's short. Fun but short. Stare at these arrows for a little bit. Eventually they stop working. Exit. Going to the Tron realm. What a weird exit setup. Because you'll go outside, and then you can like come back into the Tron realm thing. I think it does dump. Does it dump you in the shop, or the shop's later?
The shop's there. Yeah, it's pretty much right there when you.
Oh, it is.
Get out
Yeah,
of
the Tron realm thing, and you can even completely bypass the sponsor thing. Supposedly, we don't have the shop or the obviously we don't have the Tron realm thing with Chevy either. But supposedly we don't even have the shop. I thought someone said. I don't know. I think it would be a big mistake.
So
to
this
not
is
have the shop.
this is the lower level then of Tomorrowland.
No, you're still up on the second level.
You come out. Are you?
Yeah. You're right by the entrance. Oh. You're just on the other side. Yeah, it does exit into the shop. It's the Tron realm that you can bypass. This was like all the exclusive merchandise that was left was Tron. So I think that's where I spent the most money, this store.
Yep.
But then there were also things in the display case that they didn't even still have. There's some stuff in this case that wasn't still available, so I was mad. Of course, she sells Star Wars stuff. Space, right? Space and Tron, it's all the same. The infamous lockers.
They're all the lockers they weren't using.
There you go. That's Tron. You want to show another video of something?
Sure, I got the Pirates video. You want to show it?
Oh, yeah, I haven't even seen our Pirates video. Yeah, pull up Pirates. Why not?
I got it.
You got to send me this so I can put it together. Oh, God. Shaking around. I don't know if you want to put on a little sound for people. If you can.
It's loud. I just want to be able to hear you when you talk over it.
Yeah. Is it on? You even have the sound on it?
Oh, yeah, it's on.
Oh, okay.
You don't hear it. Okay,
I don't hear it. Yeah,
gotcha.
but I don't need. I
Here
know
it
if you
is.
turn it up to where I can hear it, it's going to drown me out.
Yeah.
Look at the mechanics in that platform. I mean, it's crazy. It is a crazy ride system. Disclaimer, I haven't watched this. I don't know how good the video is or not. My biggest other problem was a lot of props just looked plastic, like that skull just looked plastic. They didn't do a lot of good finish work on some stuff. But this is cool. You pass by the counter service restaurant. Trying to take the best stuff from other pirate rides. This is the part I like. I like this stuff.
Well, that's because they're physical show sets. Of course you like it.
Yeah. I love the dog with the keys. They're like, how are we going to get the dog with the keys into this? They're like, what if they died there? They never got out.
We rode this twice, right?
Oh,
Like
we rode this more
days,
than
I
twice.
think.
Maybe you didn't go back on. I think we went on at least 4 times because I kept wanting to be like, I want to try it again. Maybe I'm missing something. I feel like we went on like 3 or 4 times.
Okay, might have been. Yeah, might have been 3 times.
I mean, this is a cool effect.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah. This is a great figure.
This may be the best show scene in the ride.
Probably. But the animatronics are getting jerky. Like, I saw a video of this when it opened, and you'll see here, like, the Jack Sparrow figures that are in this seem a little jerky. Like, maintenance hasn't been kind to this ride, clearly. Oh, here we go, down the screen waterfall. I mean, this is not the screen part I have a problem with. It's fine. It gets you the transition underwater. I get it.
Yeah, this part's fine. It's pretty immersive in terms of how big the screen is around you.
Yeah. It's an impressive moment when this giant octopus leaves. I like that you can see him leaving through that screen over there in a couple moments. Continuing on.
Yeah.
Again, start's great. Here's where things fall apart for me. Like, there's this pirate ship above you that's wrecked, but, like, I can see the metal trusses and stuff. Also, there's no, like, aging to the boat. Like, there's holes in it, but the boat is just, like, this plastic finish brown. Like, it's like a Playmobil boat with holes in it. Then this, like, you're getting too much screen stuff, like these mermaids on the screen. It doesn't do anything.
Yeah, like here's where they had the opportunity to do all kinds of physical show scenes and they just put screens in it.
Yeah, these guys with the screen face, I don't know.
There's no reason they couldn't have been animatronics.
Yeah. I don't know, this scene just isn't.
There's more of the plastic boat.
Oh, an animatronic. Oh my god.
And he works.
Yeah. I mean, Davy Jones is pretty cool. You're going to see Davy Jones in a few moments. I mean, he's not really playing the organ. His arms are just kind of in the air. You can see they've had some maintenance problem. Oh. And now the ride turns to garbage. I don't really understand what happened there, why that opened in a circle. I don't know. I'm clearly on the water. I don't know what's happening here. Like we're going back to the surface, but not really. I mean, clearly that's not there because a wave doesn't come up, even though the boat's 2 feet from us. Like there was no wave, even though it was on the screen. There's the bad transition. Here we go. Just some screens with some characters.
This is the screens. Yeah.
That clearly are just screens. And there's no people. So there's this giant boat battle, but there's no visible people. It's just these two empty boats fighting.
And yeah, and so we got stuck here. You're not supposed to stop at this point, but we did. And then the battle's over, and you're supposed to be on the other end of the
I mean, obviously we had rides where things
yeah.
worked, and we still weren't impressed, but
right.
You know, but this was bad.
But yeah,
just
there's no
reset.
people here.
Yeah, it just didn't work for us. So yeah, we just glided through like the screens, even not doing anything. Yellow in one part. Davy Jones isn't going to come out on his box screen. Oh, there he is. He did. There he is in his box. You could, I mean, in the video you can clearly see it's a box. I mean, there was a weird transition on the screen that just happened. But here we go. Here's more box.
There's another screen.
Like this fight, like so bad. It just looks bad.
I mean, it looks like you could tell it's a screen.
Yeah.
It's just not. There's no real water splashing there at all or anything.
Yeah. And then this nonsensical explosion that sends you upwards and backward. Weird. I don't know. People next to us had a good time. Looks like a Universal ride. That's exactly how I feel. Exactly how I feel about it.
Yep.
Which is the same way I feel about Ratatouille. Here's the effect that's been long broken.
Yeah.
Coming up. If Jason turns to it at any point.
We got stuck again.
Oh, yeah. Did you film this another time, or is this the only one we have?
I think this is the only one I have. I don't know whether you filmed it when you went on it.
So I don't have a filming of it working. Great rock.
I don't know why we were stuck here for a while.
And the music's playing.
Here we go.
I think you see me just sitting there laughing.
Uh-huh. Because, yeah.
I may even say something that really shouldn't be shown on this video at some point. I don't remember what I said.
I didn't hear it, so.
Oh! You can see the lines going through the treasure. The screen line, the projection line. Oh, there he goes. So the treasure's supposed to turn, like that table's also supposed to disappear and stuff? That hasn't then
Yeah,
worked
and he's
since like
supposed
the
to
first
talk?
couple months the park was open. Then he sang after we left. We had cleared the scene and he's still going.
Yeah, the audio was all messed up at this point.
And then you're watching
There's you
me
laughing.
just like, I hate this ride. Oh my God, I hate this ride.
Great video, a great ride.
What did I just yell? Just great ride?
I said it's. You said it's a great ride, and I said this is a great video of a great ride. Oh boy!
And I think I then said something effective. It's the video this ride deserves, or something like that. I don't know. I don't remember what I said. Oh man, I hate that thing. I don't know why people love it. I just don't get it. I really don't get it. Do not get it. Better than Runaway Railway, yeah. I don't disagree with that. I don't know. Yeah. You want to go back to the photos?
Yeah, we can go back to the
Back to the
photos.
photo tour.
Let me figure out where we are.
What videos we have left? I don't think we need to show the nighttime show. People are asking
The
about
nighttime
parade.
show.
can
We
show
have
the
Mine
parade.
Train and the parade.
We can show the parade a little later.
Okay.
I don't think we need to show Ignite the Dream. They can find that on the YouTube channel if they want it.
Yeah.
No, the best pirate
go.
ride I think is Paris. I like the Paris one a lot.
Yeah, I agree with that.
What flavor? What I can't.
Here's
read.
the lavender ice cream.
You liked it, didn't you? You got it right.
Oh, I love this. It was so good.
Yeah.
Lavender ice cream.
Oh my God! If you want to know, top 10 worst Disney attractions in the world, Voyage to the Crystal Grotto is absolutely in the conversation. It's like it's imagine Storybook Land at Disneyland, but with no charm. These are just big statues in a weird style, and all that happens is they kind of move, and then water sprays. Mrs. Potts' head blew off at one point. There's colorful brooms for some reason. I don't know why they're colored, but they are. They're just big plastic character displays. I don't know. We waited 30
Here's the amazing
minutes
thing.
for this.
We put off riding this because we wanted to make sure we got everything else done.
Look at Ariel's
And so
hair.
it was the last day. It was the last day. And then we're like, we got to do this. And by then it was 30 minutes because it was a Friday.
What a waste. So here's all there was props on the dock outside that were all ripped up. I took a picture of all these destroyed stuff because people told me the park was beautiful. I was like, yeah, it's beautiful. I think we're in the castle tour now. These I like. For every
think so.
princess, they did one of these. I would buy these. I would absolutely buy them. We're inside the tour. We didn't film the tour. It's neat. Like Jim Mulder talked about it on the Stage 89 presentation because he did some work on this, but a little claustrophobic. It's a little small in there, but it's cute. It's cute enough. It was not the most offensive
it's pretty well
thing.
done.
I wouldn't wait for it. This maze. Oh, jeez. This was a dump. This maze was a dump. Junk. Why a Tim Burton maze? Why? Look at these things. They're not pleasant in the daylight in a Disney park. They work in a dark, dreary Tim Burton movie. They don't work in this setting. Come on. It's just, I don't know. I like that. The hidden, like, Cheshire Cat smile in the rock. That I thought was cool. I just, who has a big emotional connection to this movie? And it's like right in the backyard of the castle.
Yeah, prime real estate.
I don't know. It's not a particularly good maze either. You don't like get lost in it. Like the
No,
Paris
it's not a
one,
maze at all,
legitimately,
really.
the Paris one could take a little bit to figure your way out. I didn't feel that way with this one.
No.
This was a cool little vignette just by the shops in Fantasyland of someone like painting. Why did I close up on that basket? Is it damaged?
I don't know.
Usually if I did a close up on something, it's 'cause it's damaged. Maybe it was faded from the sun.
It looks
maybe it's
faded.
White. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the chair is all beat up too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not like purposefully. Here it is, the potato head cup. That's the only one I bought. I didn't like any of these other cups. Stupid. I just think they're so dumb. So we ate there. We didn't know what we really wanted, but the buffalo chicken chip thing, which I believe is the plate on the right, right? Is that it?
On the right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like potato and chips and buffalo chicken and pepper. We ended up coming back and having that again because it was so good. The other two things were not.
That
The
was
weird
good.
Lotso cake and the beef were not good.
Yeah.
But I think we came back. I think each of us had two of them the next time because they were small. I think each of us had two of those buffalo chicken things. Also, then, like, after the first time I ate there, everyone decided that they needed the cup.
Yep.
That's when
Yep, so
everyone
we had to
decided
go
they were
back
going
and
to
get the
collect these
cups.
stupid cups. You keep going.
Yes. Give me a sec here. I like the cups, though.
I like Potato Head. I think it makes sense. Like, it has the hat and the shoes. I took a lot of pictures. And whenever we review stuff, I take a lot of angles just in case.
Yeah, I'm going to try to skip.
You never know what you're going to use. My feelings about Shanghai Disney, right there, encapsulated.
Yep.
Toy, the carrot
Look at the
shaped
little
like the
carrot.
word toy.
Yeah. Yeah, that beef dish wasn't great. The bok choy was all right. Here's the buffalo
There it
chips,
is.
though.
So it's like chicken tenders cut up with potato and potato chips with peppers and like guacamole.
And then the fried peppers.
Yeah, oh, it was really
Yeah.
very good. I kind of want to go back just for this. Oh, and there's peanuts in there too. I forgot.
Yeah, the peanuts. Yep.
It was a nice spicy peanut sauce. Yep, there's the wreckage of the cups. And-
We did this.
Oh, so it'll be like, he's reselling cups. One of those is mine. One of those cups is mine. See, that one.
I didn't get this one, actually.
Because it was stupid.
I didn't get
Josh
that
bought them all. Josh decided he needed all of them.
Yes.
He called them
Two
grenade.
sets, I think, actually.
I need more grenade cups. Oh, my God. Now, there's the Tangled Tree Tavern. So we went inside to see the interior. Some cute stuff inside, but just not. There's not a lot of interior. This is the cue for the Pirate Stunt Show. El Trito Fandango.
Yes.
There's
this was
cute
so
stuff in the
weird.
lawn. There's like a little lawn in the middle.
It was a neat queue.
And then these are like the reviews. I love this. The reviews. I can't read these from here, but there's like a Don Diego reference and stuff. There was some. The Tortuga Tattler was the review. And it's all like a review of this show about Jack Sparrow that Jack Sparrow busts into. It's interesting. Oh, it's a good picture. Yep, wanted.
It sure is.
This, I think, was like that pirate ship walk around thing, maybe.
Yes. Yeah, because there it is.
Adventure Isle. Yeah, a lot of broken things. Can't do any of these, kids.
Oh, wait, I skipped some.
This is the only thing I liked in the whole Treasure Cove. The Snackin' Kraken. This is the cutest, the cutest little food stand. 1 day since last Kraken sighting. All these little wood carving, like piranhas and fish and things hanging from the ceiling. This was the best designed thing in that whole land. Angler fish made out of driftwood. Oh, the sign.
Snackin' Kraken.
Because it's driftwood.
We didn't
Derwent,
actually get any
Snackin'
food
Kraken.
from there, did we?
No, because it looked gross. We didn't eat at the Snackin' Kraken.
These are more pictures of the castle
Yeah, it's a pretty castle.
viewing area.
They have a Marvel experience. It's in a tent. Yup. I'm inside the tent. Learn about Marvel.
There you go. That was super exciting.
Yeah, I don't know what to show you. This is the parade crowd on Friday was much bigger. We might as well show the parade now, right? You could fast forward through it a little. We're not going to watch the whole thing, but people want to see Mickey's Storybook
we can show the parade
Express a little bit. It was a fine parade, not one of the best. This looks cheap. I don't know. The Marvel thing? Yeah, I mean, the Marvel thing is purposefully cheap. It's in a tent. There was a similar Star Wars thing, too. We didn't go.
You can
Parade
see the
runs
crowd
from
for
like
the parade.
Toy Story Land / Tomorrowland down through Mickey Avenue and back into Fantasyland. It's a pretty long parade route. Of course, kids just jumping in the round. This is moments after this woman here had to keep her son several times from trying to pee in the bush behind her.
I have pictures of that.
I don't need to show people. I only took pictures of fun. You might want to fast forward to the start of the parade. Oh. Chippendale and luggage cart. It's very exciting. This is the only float I really like is this Casey Jr. I like there's a Star Tours patch. There's patches from other hotels, Explorers Lodge, like things from other Disney resorts. Alani. Yeah, so I like the luggage and this float. That's pretty much it. Someone said I hate this parade. It's not great. I will say, you go to these other foreign countries and there's American performers in parades and they don't even realize you exist. The only place I feel like every American performer like pointed at us and specifically waved and was excited that we were there was Shanghai. I don't know if that's a comment in any way on social circumstances there, but... Oh, Snow White characters, you don't get a float. We're just going to give you this cart to push. They love these bouncy things. I feel like every parade with Toy Story ever has had these good, like, interesting choreography too. Yeah, is this the worst parade in the world right now? The worst 3 p.m.?
This is the only one in the world
right now, yeah. Paris is pretty bad too. This and Paris are definitely the worst too of the afternoon parade.
You want me to speed through this a little bit?
At least show people the flows. You could just speed through the middle parts of it. All the usual tricks, the slinky dog butt. All the parade standards of the last 10 years are here. The laziest slinky butt I think I've seen in all of my years, though.
Yeah.
Kind of slowly walking. I think, yeah, Rapunzel, I think, was one of the ones that got real excited that we were there. There she is. Yep. Oh, Americans are here. Yep. Very excited that they were American. That's a cool quote. But again, the chewing goat, a lot of things recycled in this one. Also, it's supposed to be a train, but I don't know what is all this stuff on the train. This looks weird, cheaper interpretation of the Tokyo float. It was also broken. They're supposed to be like jumping in his mouth. Mr. Rain. He's probably Canadian. Yeah, maybe. Either way, they were excited to see people not from China. I've never gotten that response in Japan or Hong Kong. Yep, there we got noticed again. There's a big marshmallow puppet. Again, if you want to watch this forward, here's the unit they cared about and spent money on. Still, even that, not a lot of movement. But it's a pretty big float. Fire effects here are neat. What fire effect? I feel like there's probably 100 things in this parade that didn't work when we were there.
Yeah.
I assume there's supposed to be fire on those in those bowls, maybe. Jessica said her favorite Disney horse is Cove. There's a Mushu symbol. No Mushu on the floor. It's on the gong. Yeah, no fire effects for us. Come to the end of the parade. Of course, you are sad. He has to walk. And Nick and Judy, Utopia is very popular there. Not that it's not popular everywhere. We made a ton of money. flowers from Alice. And just who's left? Who's left? Captain Hook weirdly somehow ended up in this group. I don't know how. Random villain. Oh yeah, the weird train outfits these girls have with the lights. There you go, Mickey's Storybook Express. It's certainly a parade. It's a thing.
It's certainly a parade.
Tom ruined parades for me, showing me happiness is here and hippity hoppity Easter. Yeah. I mean, Dreaming Up is great too. I mean, bro, I think most parades are ruined now. Like, there was no way I was going to like Magic Happens. Not with that few floats. And nothing that moves. Let's go through our last photos. I don't think you have many left, do you?
I got another pile here.
Okay. I think we just took some Mickey Avenue stuff here.
Yeah, these are just the stores.
Yeah, I mean, they're cool facades. I love that Silly Symphony ones. That actually worked, and they like cracked the nut in Donald's mouth. It's fun. Little Chippendale food stand. Three Little Pigs and Big Bad Wolf facades I loved. Probably a lot of Big Bad Wolf facade pictures because I love Big Bad Wolf. Yep, took a lot of these. BB Wolf Demolition. Oh, the Benny the Cab taxi building is fun. Some Easter decor. Attraction posters, some of the worst ones they've ever made. They're terrible. I hate their posters. Just real junky. Oh, there's the queue setup. They built this beautiful plaza, and because people were so unruly, they had to put up all these metal stanchions.
Oh, it's terrible.
A cool pin they had of the Judy pen. Let's see. Oh, the lyrics to It's a Small World are all around that store, that World of Disney store in Disneytown.
Ah, okay. That's what that is.
That's the only reference to Small World in the whole thing. Yeah, there's a Bacchus Lounge at the Disneyland Hotel, which is pretty neat. The Bacchus on the floor. Nice view of the park. The Ballet Cafe. Lady Upanova's on there. Hyacinth Hippo statue. The Fantasia Carousel art. From up on the third floor.
Yeah, that's the lobby.
Artsy pictures of the lobby, yeah.
It's a pretty lobby.
Yeah. There's a bunch of art from attractions in these lobby hallways. Crystal Grotto, the maze. You may remember those from the castle walkthrough. The original art of those. More maze stuff. More Crystal Grotto.
We have a Seven Dwarfs Mine Train video. Do you want to show that?
Yeah, sure. Why is that the last photo otherwise?
Until I get to this other batch.
Oh, okay.
We can go through the other batch, though.
Yeah, we could stop for Mine Train. I know there's a couple attractions we didn't talk about yet because we don't have photos or video of them, too. We're going to talk about Roaring Rapids and stuff. People asked about Roaring Rapids. I guess I could talk about Roaring Rapids in 2 seconds. It sucked.
It wasn't that bad.
I mean, you go around outside for a bit, and is this a Roaring Rapids photo? What is this? Are these your photos?
I think this is the canoes. Yeah, these are mine now.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you took photos.
I think these are the canoes.
There's an angry man behind you.
Uh-huh. He's very angry.
Oh, I forgot about these weird advertisement posters. We didn't talk about the ropes course. We don't really have a lot of photos. This is
the queue of the ropes course.
So the ropes course needs to be talked about because I mean it's probably one of the best things there. What's really interesting about it is these multiple paths. So when you first leave the station, you can choose from a couple of different paths. But then even once you're out there, there's sort of levels of difficulty. So if you saw in that last...
here's where you come out and then you can go left or right.
Yeah. But then even along those paths, there are options. So you saw...
Well, you can see there's 3 tracks.
Yeah.
So you come out, there's 3 tracks, and it's like easy, medium, and difficult. And you can change for every like section. You can
if there's something in particular you don't think
choice.
You're going to be able to do or want to do. You choose not to. Like say you're me and you don't want to do that single rope thing that's right there, which I didn't. But I did some dangerous ones. I did the waterfall ledge thing, and I did all sorts of crazy ones. You're held, but I mean, you could really get hurt. Like one lady in front of us, like ripped her knee open, and she was bleeding all over the rock.
Yeah.
And the last thing I wanted to do was go to a hospital in Shanghai. So.
Yeah.
But I did a lot of the bridges without ropes and stuff. But it's really
and like
cool.
the difference would be like the easy one here would be like, is this pathway that's completely, just a pathway, and then
basically just skip it.
The medium and the hard ones are like a rope where you actually have to balance on the rope.
Yeah. Oh, there I am.
This is I skipped this.
That was the first time we did it. I did that
see.
the second time. But the first time I was like, I'd never done a ropes course or anything, so I was kind of like, I don't know.
Right.
But
yeah,
I did
but
right
here
after
you can really
this.
see
I
the
did
difference
some,
in the
what I thought
paths.
were some crazy ones after this.
Yeah, you did. We'll get there. But this shows the paths where one is you just walk, one is you have big stepping stones, and then one is you have a pretty narrow pathway that you have to walk on. And there's the more narrow, medium-like pathway.
And there was a big backup. There I am doing. That's a hard one.
That is the harder one.
And you're like over a river, and it's really high up. It's really cool. It is definitely it feels like the most death-defying Disney attraction in the world. I'll say that much.
I did not do this. The first time you guys did it, I did not do it because I didn't know anything about it.
Yeah.
And I'd never done a ropes course either. But you said, oh, there's an easy path. You could just walk through it. I'm like, all right. So the second time I did it, it was cool. I would absolutely... I mean, this is one of the reasons to go to Shanghai, to be completely honest.
Yeah, it's cool.
One of the most unique Disney attractions anywhere. So that's one of the harder ones there.
Yeah.
There goes Tom.
I gave it a shot. Yeah, I didn't do this walking trail underneath like you did. I probably should have at some point.
This was pretty neat.
Yeah, there we are in the narrow ledge.
Yeah.
I mean, the waterfall is definitely the toughest because I have size 15 shoes. My feet didn't fit on the ledge. I still don't know how I managed to stay on.
Yeah. And it's also somewhat slippery.
Yeah, I chose the middle course on that one.
Yep.
I still almost fell.
It's a great picture.
Oh. I'm laughing about it.
Uh-huh. You're laughing because you knew I was right there taking pictures.
Oh, she was slow, too, which is why... The reason I didn't take the left one there, I think, was because people were being slow. There was a lot of people in it when I started, but then they went through fast.
Yeah.
And then I got stuck behind her for a while. She was deathly afraid. She took a while, which is why I ended up like 2 things behind Josh at this point.
That's pretty much all the pictures of the ropes course. There's a couple other pictures here we can look at. There's another one of them.
Yeah. Now this is how they
this
just
was
mark
with,
the
like,
ground for where you have to stand.
This was with like pine needle things.
Jonathan, he
wait
grabbed the
time
rail.
sign.
There was no railing when I went through the waterfall. There wasn't a railing there. Well, you just had to like hug the rock.
Yeah, I guess it depends. Maybe there was a railing on the easier one or something. But
I thought it was
here's
just
wait
wider
times.
at the base on the easier one.
Maybe. But these are wait times. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train was 15 minutes.
Sauron
Rapids
is supposed
were
to
10.
be the worst line in the park, and that was only 10.
Tron was 10.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was.
Yeah,
it
Roaring
wasn't crowded
Rapids and
that
Sauron
day.
are what people tell you those are the first two fast passes you should get.
Some more of the Easter decorations. I don't know
Now
what
which
is
is what's
this.
up now.
I don't know what that was.
It's the Alice Maze entry.
Is it? Okay.
There's a big Alice on it. Oh, there's the boat.
There's the boat.
The boat
That's
that takes you from the hotel to the park.
hotel. Yeah, there's the hotel from across the water.
And an office building.
And an office building, yep. But you can see it's a big hotel. There's the plaque for the Steamboat Mickey statue. That's lobby of the hotel. That's the Bacchus Lounge. What else do we got? What is...
You just wanted that Ajax
entirely
sign.
sure what... Yeah, I guess. Here's one of the pathways that's just all trees.
Oh, that's like the picnic
a
area in
field.
Fantasyland, hidden by trees. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's just a lot of foliage and just there are no land transitions. It's just trees.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the playboat. There I am. I'm the way of saying hi from the playboat. You didn't want to come in the boat.
Yep. I didn't want to... I said I was going to take pictures of you guys in the boat, so that's what I did. I was on like a peninsula next to the boat.
God.
There's the entrance of the Peter Pan. Something in... Oh, is this the...
It's the walkthrough.
That's
the
part of the
maze.
maze, yeah.
Tea party.
That's
area.
the maze. Yeah, the tea party area of the maze. Some more of the maze. There's the map of the maze. Some more weirdness in the maze. No turning back.
I guess you like that cat sign too.
I took these pictures because Jill's big into Alice, so that's why I did a lot of the pictures of the maze. I wanted to make her jealous. I think it worked.
She doesn't like this Alice though, does she?
No, not really, but...
Oh, you got a Crystal Grotto pick.
I did. Let's see, what else do we got here? This is almost all of
Oh,
them.
more eggs. Dumbo, yeah, Dumbo's in the hub. Its own little like circus corner, and then there's like a Timothy stand that sells hot dogs. Is this a picture of this
What,
man
Easter
or
eggs?
eggs? I guess these
No,
are
it's the eggs.
they're egg photos.
They're the egg photos. Just that guy wasn't moving. Well, that
mean,
might
you
have been
could
the
have
end of a
walked
line for
closer to the
popcorn or
eggs.
something.
Yeah, Gardens
I
of
could have.
Imagination is the hub area. It's a land, I guess you could say. It has the Fantasia Carousel and Dumbo. That's it.
And then I took... These are pictures
These are
of the
when we
castle
were-
from the
yeah.
ropes course. But you could see how far away you are. I mean, that castle is gigantic.
Yeah.
You could see how far away this edge of the park is from
It's
the
a big
castle.
park.
It's pretty dramatic.
The real big park.
I think
not a
that's
ton to
about
do
it.
in it,
What
but
is-
it's
I don't know what
big.
this is.
I don't know what that's a picture of. Oh, this rapids.
Oh, that's the rapids. Yeah.
Back at the ropes.
That's one of the ropes course. I think that rapids picture's from within the ropes course too. Yeah. Okay, that's all the pictures that's all the other pictures that I put on here.
Okay. I guess you show Mine Train if you want. We have it.
Okay.
Right?
We'll
I
show
think we
Mine
talked
Train.
about
Yep.
every attraction we saw. The Pirate Stunt Show, I think everyone fell asleep in the Pirate Stunt Show.
It was
Except
weird.
me. Both of you were asleep until the cannons came in and blew up the theater. And then everyone was awake. And the tornado thing was cool. The thing where they get stuck in the tornado is fun, but it's the best. It's a blast show. It's fine. But you see, like, the list of things that really love about this park is short. I mean, obviously, Mine Train we have in Florida. Honestly, you'll see, I mean, it's a much better version at Walt Disney World. There's no good views from this one, and the finale is real junky. So, I mean, really, the list of things I'm itching to get back and do is Ropes Course, Peter Pan, and Tron. And to eat fried chicken with potatoes.
And eat some food, yeah.
That's it. It's a really short
And
list
then,
compared to every other Disney park in the world.
Yeah. You didn't have any pictures of Club 33 in the...
I thought they were in this. I don't know how they
your
didn't
set.
show up.
I thought so too.
Maybe I took them on the nice camera.
I'll look
I don't
through.
remember. I have
I'll look
them.
through while, yeah.
They're somewhere. I think you uploaded a folder not long ago that has A7. It's in the drive, I think.
That's where I got most of my photos from.
Did you look
The
for like
ropes
that
course
Asia
one and
trip
everything.
folder? I think they're in there.
Yeah.
The
No,
Club
that's what I
33
got.
is in
That's what I
there?
pulled.
That's Yep, don't be crazy. That was the other thing, like there's just a lot of stuff with open. I know people went like when the park opened. I understand things work then. Our experience is not like that. So they weren't happy with the visibility, I guess, of these projections in Florida, so they put these wood planks up. You can more clearly see the dwarves walking up the hill. But I mean, you'll see the big differences start here. You go from what's a really cool view in Florida to that.
Big box theater.
Yeah, just a lot of city. It's not in a particularly pretty spot. Castle kind
You
of.
mean the ride or the whole park?
Yeah, that's a good point. But here's the big finale. There's a miniature of the cottage with a screen on it, and then a dopey figure's gonna pop out of a stump. There you go. Hope you enjoyed the ride. That's it. There you go. So that's Shanghai Disney. There's not a long list of things I want to go back and do. The cast isn't particularly inviting. The merchandise was bad.
The country's not particularly inviting.
The food wasn't great. There's just not a long list
We
of
ate at the
things.
hotel, right? Did we eat
No.
at the hotel for breakfast, or that was Hong
No.
Kong?
That was Hong Kong.
See, that's the problem with doing Tokyo, Shanghai, and Hong Kong on the same trip, is that you get things confused.
No, our Hong Kong experience was way better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
We'll have to do a live show about that on the day Hong Kong opens.
That's the plan. I
Cool.
have been there twice though now. This one's still only once because I don't like it. I'll go back probably when Zootopia opens. To see
I think that's the time to go back.
what that is, but not much in this park I want to see. I just don't like it. It's also like
And
the
maybe
vibes
with
are
a,
weird. I don't know. It doesn't feel like a Disney
Maybe
park.
with the grand opening of a new land, they'll have spent some money to fix up some of the other stuff. That would be nice.
Probably not. Zootopia's still happening. It already started on it. Yeah, no, Jason, what did you think of Shanghai?
I mean, I'm glad I went.
Yeah, I don't regret
there
going.
were definitely things I liked. No, I would go. I would go back. There's just not a whole lot to do.
Yeah.
I would certainly go back. It's just a little bit, sort of. How do you put it? Like it's a very weird experience to be in a communist country.
Yeah.
That, I think, is sort of the overriding thing that we remember about the 3 days we were there was it's just weird. It's just and until you do it, you don't get what I'm talking about, maybe. I mean, you can obviously understand why I'm saying it, but until you go and do it, man, it's just weird.
How beautiful is Shanghai Disneyland compared to Disneyland Paris? It's not. Disneyland Paris is probably to Disney Sea the second prettiest park they've ever built, I think.
It's the most, it's very beautiful.
Yeah, I don't think Shanghai's
castle is very beautiful.
Places, but it's not overall. There's a lot of really ugly parts. And Tomorrowland's pretty. Ugh. I don't like any of the lands except Adventure Isle is the only one that I think is somewhat picturesque.
But yeah, I mean, going back when Zootopia Land opens seems like the right thing. Like that'll be what, like 6 years then? Could probably do every 6 or 7 years going to Shanghai.
I think that's supposed to open in 22, 23.
Okay.
Not
so
quite
5 years. 4 years.
Enough time.
That's about right, though. I'd go back. Yeah.
I would go for the same amount of time. I wouldn't go for more than 3 days again.
No. And I wouldn't stay at the Toy Story Hotel either because you could... Well, we didn't have a picture of it, but you could see where the Toy Story Hotel is from the park. And it's kind of like a couple blocks away in this industrial area.
Yeah.
So you have to take a bus to get to the park. It's not like a nice boat ride across a picturesque lake sort of thing. So I wouldn't stay at the Toy Story Hotel either if I went back.
Yeah. Well, that's Shanghai. Let's talk about a couple things before we get on out of here. Number one, if you enjoy what we're doing, there's the Super Chat down in the lower right-hand corner, which you can use to donate if you're on YouTube. If not, you could also become a member of the WIGS program, the WDWNT Inner Globe Society, at patreon.com/WDWNT. You get post shows for Park Center and News Tonight. You get high-res scans of old theme park paper paraphernalia. You get all sorts of cool benefits. Early event registration like that one when we got to reunite the entire creative team for Illuminations Reflections of Earth. Lots of cool benefits. And you support all the content we make every day by becoming a member of the WDWNT Inner Globe Society, as low as $2 a month at patreon.com/WDWNT. We even have a couple of Shanghai goodies. If you want some Shanghai stuff, join at certain levels, you get core bucks you could order from our online store. We have even some Shanghai grand opening stuff sitting on the prize wall. So, yeah, make sure you become a member of the WIGS program. All right, what's coming up on WDWNT Live this week? Tonight at 9 p.m., it's Cosmic Read Live. Tomorrow at 11 a.m., The Wolf Den is back with Eric Wolf. I know they're doing all sorts of fun stuff. They're fantasy casting a movie and all sorts of cool things. I think Hercules, in fact. And then back by popular demand, you guys watched in droves, so we're trying this again. Universal Orlando News Today. Tomorrow night at 9 p.m., you guys, 3,000 or more of you watched. That was one of the most watched live shows that wasn't a News Tonight or pressing issues during this whole run. On Wednesday, we're ranking, oh my God, we're ranking all the direct-to-video. You're a little late on the logo now. But yeah, that's
I know, I'm slow.
On Wednesday, we're ranking all the direct-to-video Disney animated sequels. That's going to be a mess. It's Wednesday at 11. Wednesday night at 9 is Park Center. Thursday at 11 a.m., Party with Pete. Thursday night at 9, WW News Tonight. Colleen, what's on News Tonight this week? Oh, the new segment Leveled, where we rank various things from the Disney parks. We're going to rank Walt Disney World theme park background music loops. They're going to get leveled this Thursday. What's the game? Is it Match Game? And Match Game is back.
It is Match Game.
It's going to be a fun show this week. Friday at 11 a.m. It's a little early. Friday at 11 a.m., Scott and Ben, I think, are doing this. Is WDWNT Play. It's our first, I guess, watch-along of playing games. I don't know what games they're playing. Maybe they're playing Connect Disneyland Adventures. I forget what they're playing. But they're going to do that on Friday at 11. And then what's really cool, a thing we're doing is Friday night at 9 is our digital Disney prom. We know a lot of people out there, a lot of people either graduating, you know, they're graduating from middle school or high school or college or whatever. No one having a prom this year. So we figured we should do a digital Disney prom. So Chris Reed will be hosting that with all sorts of fun Disney music, and it's going to be like an online prom. So, well, even if you're too old, even if you're well past your prom, you didn't go to your prom because you weren't cool, whatever the case may be, you could tune in for our digital Disney prom this Friday night at 9 p.m. I'm pretty excited about that. I think it's a fun idea. All right, that's it for us. We're getting out of here, and we'll see you all real soon. Thanks for tuning in. Bye. I'm going to go get a haircut. Maybe.